think there's going to be a right click here. You can cast it on anti-mage on the laning stage. It's decent there. I do like the CM Sand King combo. That's a great dual support. Mana for Sand King, you can run on Burrow striking everybody. CM can follow up. They have super good disables right now. They've got good burst damage with Pugna. And Pugna can obviously set tempo, pressuring towers, maybe with Sand King with a blink as well. And all in the meantime, anti-mage is going to be off farming somewhere. Like the aim pick right there against Brewmaster was solid. Because if it was a different hero, Brewmaster just has issues locking down AM. He's a great team fighter. He's a pretty good laner, but I feel like AM does have the advantage against him at most stages of the game. I think I've played that match before. It's not great. So I think I like what Optics is doing right now. I think Immortals should be on the back foot now. Lich against Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is pretty content with that as well. Might have to worry about Frost Armor a bit, but who cares? Just farm until you get a Bastion. It doesn't matter if your movement speed is reduced, you know?
Yeah.
I like what Optic has. I think their last pick, it's a offlane hero. Something that's good at team fighting against Brewmaster Puck. They could use a little bit more lockdown, I think, but I'm not sure what else they're missing. They don't really need tower hitters because Pugnus literally solves that issue. Necro would have been a decent pick, I think.
So there's an offlaner they're looking for, did you say?
Yep. Unless they already have Pugna offlane, dude.
I mean, they could
be
run it.
sinking
We've seen
offlane.
it. Yeah, could be. It's a bit unusual these days, but I'm racking my head. I mean, Zai played a pretty good Centaur. The thing is, Optic, you can't really... I mean, they tend to just really mix up the heroes every single time, so you never really know what they're going to be going with here. I mean, Centaur will provide some lockdown as well as... You got Stampede, which is a fantastic ability for catching up on some heroes.
I don't think Centaur is the pick for Optic this game. Just doesn't really match up great against Puck, in my opinion, because Dream Coil will basically counteract what Stampede does.
Okay.
To a certain extent, so I don't think Centaur is the pick.
What would you
I think
prefer
they're
to see?
fine. If Immortals does like typical lanes like Brewmaster offlane with a Lich or something, I think the AM sinking Crystal Maiden is fine. I think Puck versus Pugna is fine. I think they just need an offlane hero that maybe builds like BKB, doesn't care about disables too much. A natural pipe carry would be okay, definitely good, but I'm not really sure. I don't know what the pick is here.
It is...
We will see in a second.
Okay.
Okay, so probably it's either an aggro try or it's going to be a Pugna offlane. And the Ember Spirit is pretty darn good this game. Lockdown against Puck, can easily dive Lich. Lich can't do anything against that. Against Brewmaster, it's the same story as Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage and Ember Spirit can easily escape. Brewmaster doesn't have that much lockdown. I think this is going to be a little bit tough here for Immortals. The Brewmaster pick kind of put their draft in a weird place where they all of a sudden lack control. It's kind of a jack of all trades hero. It's got decent disable, it's got decent damage, it's got good initiation, it's pretty escapable, but it's not really good at controlling the game. It's good against like Pugna CM Sand King, but not against AM Ember. You know, we should have just guessed. It's probably a PA, right?
Yeah,
PA is very good against Ember. It's quite good against Anti-Mage, and it's pretty good against Pugna. So this is maybe the best PA game that I've seen Immortals drafted under.
It's a comfort pick as well for QO. He loves this hero. He loves to just run at them. I'm super interested now as well from that last pick, but yeah, they can fight early and often. It's a good matchup. I mean, oof. There's a lot of particle effects on my screen right now. Really, Dota's taking a turn for the worse.
How many
Look at
Immortals
this.
are we looking at here?
What is going on here? It was like a rave just kicking off. Jeez.
It actually is every character except for... I don't know, Febi's got them too. Everybody's got particle effects.
Even
literally every character
Pugna's
on
got an
screen.
Immortal, right? His ward.
I don't think you see it on his hero though.
No, you don't see it
His
on the
hat's-
screen, but he's got one. It's
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
Immortals on our screen.
It's got like green stuff
Boy.
coming out of his chest or whatever.
All right, so the last pick, PA. You are a big fan of it. You like it?
Basically.
Okay. Soon find out.
The time you get Deso is the point where you move around and you find AM and you dagger Blink Strike and you get like one crit and he loses about 70% of his HP. So I think if PA has a good game, this game, it's going to be pretty scary for the AM. If the AM is shut down a little.
Yeah.
And Lich can do that, so.
I like what Dubu's doing here, though. He's smoked up, rolling boulders forward, and he didn't actually have a ward at all on him.
He's
So-
him and Febi, man. They're like warding mind game masters. He just
Yeah.
sat here, lets them know that he's there, just to prevent them from moving forward. Sees their lanes. We'll see if they go for a D ward.
So he blocked their... Oh boy,
He didn't do
that's
anything.
incredible. No, sorry, I mean he broke their smoke, right?
Yeah.
And that was it. He just showed himself. And then
Yep.
it's those mind games because they don't know what the heck is going on here. Oh.
They did double block the safe lane, though, so it looks like they are aggro tri-laning.
Oh, yeah.
The downside, though, is that the Optic Gaming Ward is spotted a lot of their heroes. But I think they're swapping... Maybe?
You mean they're going to rotate the lanes?
No, it looks normal. They're doing safe tri-lane.
Okay.
Looks like Optic is actually doing aggro tri. So this kind of wastes all the Immortals wards, basically. Because they have those 2 observer wards blocking the small and the large camp. Zai doesn't care. He's barely going to pull. But if this was a tri-lane with supports, that's really detrimental. So now Optic Gaming moves in aggressive. They're going to do an aggressive tri-lane. There aren't wards in Immortal's favor to control the camps. So now Immortals basically has to fight this tri-lane kind of head-on. And they don't really have the best heroes for it. They don't really have conventional tri-lane heroes.
Yeah, Febby is going to struggle. I mean, he's got that 1 point into sacrifice. I don't know if
And
he
he's
was...
late.
Yeah, he was late, so he's not going to get that range creep before it reaches the equilibrium.
It's pretty big detriment, actually, because that's 30 seconds of sacrifice cooldown that could have been going on. So Kyo's doing his best to block this range creep, but I don't think he's going to be able to, like, Febby catch up.
He might do it. He's doing it. He's done it. That's...
All right, this pause could ruin everything for this block here.
That was Dubu that did
You
it.
never know. So aggro try with a CM and a Sand King and an AM. That's really scary. All right, can he continue the block?
Yes, he can. I mean, he's a pro for a reason, but still, I mean, this is a scary, scary tri-lane. Look at the amount of lockdown they've got here. Frostbite and a stun. Kyo, he's got to run his way out of there. They are petrified of them.
Yeah, and they're just walking at him, and this forces them completely from experience range. On the bright side, because they sack the range creep, it doesn't matter, right? But ooh, Zai's gonna take a lot of damage here.
Zai eating tons of damage, but he's okay to just waddle his way back. You know, he's got that wind lace, 355 movement speed, and the thing is, Furv, he's maxing, well, he's trying to level up this Drunken Haze and using it on Zai, but Zai doesn't even rely too much on his right click to try and get his last hits. Will his clarity get cancelled, Zai? Oh, he's a god. Look at that.
Way too fast.
Cut
He
his way
walked
through the
away.
trees.
Impressive.
He walked away and cut down a tree. What a god.
Side pull going on here for Optic in the off lane here. Pretty good for them.
That was never.
And then the mid lane's just pretty boring. Puck versus Ember Spirit. See if anything cool happens, but right now Puck's dominating. 13 last hits here.
Oh yeah.
It's a little hard for Ember. Gets right clicked if he comes too far forward.
I'm keeping my eyes peeled on this one lane. That's this aggro tri lane, because Frostbite into that stun, you got yourself an easy first blood. Kyo knows it. He has to be very careful. In fact, they want to go for this one. The stun comes out onto Kyo. Frostbite to follow it up. Running him down.
Right.
See if they can get the kill. Pycat's level 2. He's got 1 point into the mana break, but not enough damage. Oh.
You know, I think Febby just kept going because he was expecting his mana to run out anyways. See, he knew that if he stays, he might not even get a Blink Strike back. So I kind of like what they're doing. Just Frost Armor on Phantom Assassin, and he's just going to sacrifice. Really passive lane here. And this is actually one of the solutions to a tri-lane. Kyo's going to have a really bad time. He's not going to get a lot of last hits, but they can keep him alive pretty well with Poor Man's Shield and the Ice Armor.
Mm-hmm. A lot of time.
At least until they get more nuke levels.
See, they might try and go for an attempt here on CCNC on the mid lane. Dubu rotates in, lays down the boulder just to threaten him a little bit. Well, there's a kill, kicking off Febby. Will he be able to TP out? So close! Oh, wow. Sliver of HP, makes it out. Optic, they're really grasping for these kills, and they're not quite finding them.
And another big advantage here, Kyo was able to sneak to the side shop during that kill attempt because the heroes were busy. Normally, you won't even bother going to the side shop because they'll actually react to you. But now he's got boots, so boots and Poor Man's Shield with Ice Armor means that this guy's not dying in the laning stage here.
Happy chappy.
I wouldn't say happy, but
well,
he's playing off lane, off lane PA.
He's an okay chappy. Is that better?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, perfect.
The biggest kill potential for Immortals is definitely going to be on the Pugna, though. This is the guy that can punish. Brewmaster is maybe not the best just yet at beating him, but with a rolling boulder, a stun, they could do it.
They've been trying for it a few times. Dubu's been going for it, but like he's so quick because he's got his boots now as well. They go for it. They're going to be laying down the thunderclap, but we actually missed the first blood, or at least I did on the miss.
It was an outplay.
On the mid lane. Oh, boy.
Well, I feel bad about missing that
1v1. Oh, let's get that next generation replay system up, Purge. Oh, wait.
Okay. Yeah, well, I do that at TI. It's just I need another computer.
Get a Weatherman report
Do
going.
not be casting and
Yeah, it's...
Well, that's a big first blood. No phase shift on Puck. He doesn't really need it against an Ember, so maybe a little bit more damage than CC was expecting. Who knows? But he had like full HP when that death happened, so must have been a moderate mistake from CC. Or maybe just really good play from Puck, not sure.
I was really paying attention to Zai. That's the man I was looking at, because he's weak even now.
Too.
But, I mean, MP just laying in that damage. That first blood is going to help him out significantly, because he's going to be hitting level 6 on his timings much before he will. That Dream Call. Even more kill potential just coming through the roof. A bit of a power spike coming in through MP. But this bottom lane, a lot of pings happening. Do still need to be careful. Febby, Ice Armors himself up, and Optical finding it hard to really get maximum value. Cure gets stunned up. Do they have anything else here? Frostbite trying to lay in the damage, but in that blur as well.
Fine.
Bit of a value kill.
Just
and they do bring down Zai. Do get him.
I looked at the heroes on the map killing him, and then as I got there, he was already dead. So I'm going to say mentally, I caught that kill. I know you guys didn't see it, but I feel like I did, so that's all that matters.
It's rough. I feel for you. Trust me. I'm so glad my internet is terrible, so I'm not trusted to do production.
Okay. MP is actually dominating mid. He's doing so good.
Yeah, last hits wise 45. What?
Yeah, he's doing
Jeez.
insane. 45 and 46 and 15.
That's crazy.
Slitch PL is actually working, or PA is actually working so good against AM. It's pretty impressive. Like, AM normally contributes really well to tri-lanes just because he hits so hard, but against Poor Man's Shield, 9 armor, Ice armor, all of his attack speed reduced. He's missing 1/5 of his attacks anyways.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm not even worried for PA right now.
Are you? You sure?
Not really. I'm a little. He's going to get Burrow Striked again, maybe.
Body
but
blocked, Frostbite, in range, damage, rooted, Ice armor, stun as well. That'll be it. There you have it.
That's 2 rounds of disables that it took to kill him.
I'll let you off.
That's insane.
I'll give you back your analyst badge. It's okay. It's alright. But CCNC on the mid, he gets Dream Called up, silenced as well from the Waning Rift. Do they have the damage? Dubu missed his rolling boulder. Steering change onto MP means that he's going to be okay for the time being. Misery, though, he's rotated in. Might be looking for a rotation kill, but Immortals are out of position. Well, they've ran themselves out of there, but stun comes out. PPD's there with a Frostbite as well as that. Stun comes out. Do they have anything? Not quite. He's able to ethereal jaunt his way back to safety.
The only way they would have gotten that kill is if CC was able to get Searing Chains, but he was surrounded by creeps, so pretty much impossible. Kind of an interesting Puck build too. 3 Orb, 3 Waning Rift. But it's definitely the best for trying to guarantee kills on Ember Spirit to get more silence duration, so cool so far.
Yeah, and I mean
57 last hits on him too.
The way he's...
How do you get that at 6 months?
I don't know. It's kind of mind-boggling. The denies, the XP he's got, and this Illusion Rune is going to be assisting him quite heavily now as well. CCNC, still not level 7, whereas he's almost level 8. Waning Rift, Orb, laid down. Does he have the Dream Call? Not quite. And he does force the Remnant away from CCNC. So he's going to TP back home, has to heal himself way back up. They might want to go for a kill on Zai in the top lane, though. They actually send out the Drunken Haze. Dubu lands the boulder, the dagger, the silence. It's all adding up for a kill. Very nicely. QO getting some much-needed gold.
Yeah, that's actually a huge kill for QO here. So even if it's just a bit more gold getting the kill versus the assist, it's absolutely worth it here when you're playing PA, and especially the carry when you have a laning stage like what happened to him. Faster he gets the Mask of Madness as well, it's going to increase his farm speed.
In the jungle, Rolling Boulder connects onto 2. Ulti going to be popped off here as he's going to split into the 3 primordial beings, and PPT's, he's gone. Misery now running back to the safety of the shrine. Might actually have to end up using it to stay alive here. The Rolling Boulder comes out. They still have a lot of damage here. Meanwhile, Tower mid is going to get denied up, but still losing objectives. Losing a lot of kills as well. Immortals are showing a good lead.
Yeah, really good micro there by Farev. He did that perfectly. He had to choose between Clap and Ulti, but did the right choice. Gets the easy kill on the CM. And that's, again, one of the issues with aggro tri-laning. Yes, they eventually killed the PA, but it took a lot of time and a lot of effort. And they don't get that much experience from it. So now PPD is basically super underleveled. He just has 1 point Frostbite. That's all his hero does. Runs around at 320 movement speed and disables for 1.5 seconds. That's
Zai uses the Decrepify, but now he's not going to be able to use it for himself as QO is on his tail. Frostbite comes out, but the dagger crit is enough to bring him down, and there you have it, 1 kill. They're looking for more. CCNC comes in, stun comes out. QO bit off a bit more than he can chew, and he will fall down. Farev manages to get the TP out of there, so it will only be a 1-for-1 trade. But if QO just took what he could get there, didn't get a little bit too greedy for it, that would have been very good for Immortals, but Optic do manage to even it out.
That was a lot of gold for them because they're behind now. 2k gold. So any kill they get from here on out is going to catch them up really rapidly. And levels especially. That's 4.5 now for PPD. If he gets a couple more of those, him and Misery are going to be caught up. For now, they're behind. They do get the tower. Also put a good chunk into the lead. But Immortals just seem to have better map control, especially with the mid tower going down. The big one. There's still the AM threat, though. Only got about 50 last hits, but I still don't see really good options for them killing the AM. It all comes down to how fast does the PA get his Desolator and his other right-click items.
Yeah.
He's going to go Morbid Mask into Phase Boots and surely the Mask of Madness afterwards. So I think he'll be able to deal with the AM on a good timeline.
Smoke coming in here by Immortals, and they want to be running up. They're pinging out Pycat, but I think they realize they do not have really disables to bring him down when he's got that blink. Zai is the next best thing. Can they get him?
Ooh, they're right before his arcanes too.
They see it.
They see
Are they
the
going to be able to get him here? Moving in as well. Stun misses by Doob, a bit uncharacteristic, but they lay down a Dream Coil, and that Decrepify works against him. The Waning Rift. Will it be enough to try and bring him down? He does. He walks just out of range of the Dream Coil and ends up ending his own life. Febby, meanwhile, goes for the TP as he knows that the stun is off cooldown. He makes it out of there alive. Orb comes down from MP. He's going to try and get out as well. Goes for the TP, but the Searing Chains is able to cancel it out. So Optic traded out. But Zai going down there means that he's going to be a bit further off away from his arcanes.
Pretty big mistake actually by Immortals there. The courier running across the map is what revealed that gank. They saw it with this ward here in the river.
Right.
And they see the courier moving. That means there's smoked heroes to the right. And that's the only reason that gank was difficult. Oh, the damage on Pycat. If he gets unlucky.
Oh my goodness. The crit. Almost like 40 HP. Oh, he's a lucky man.
This is kind of like he has his Deso already. He obviously doesn't, but... yeah, that's going to be something where we might see multiple times. Zai doing his best to dodge the pandas as the Broodlings look all around for a hero, but Storm Panda unfortunately went down.
Febby ended up using his Chain Frost onto two targets. Misery and CCNC are searching for it. The tower shots are coming in. Is he going to be able to get this kill with just the right clicks? I'm not sure. CCNC moves out of it for the time being. 50 HP. He is out.
The fast lich.
Misery's there. Oh. Febby, though. Oh. Across the map,
yeah,
the Frost Blast finds it. And while all this is kicking off, Zai, he's in trouble as well. QO has brought down PPD. He's searching. It's a bit of a ring around the roses right now as Zai is desperately trying to avoid QO. The Never Blast doesn't hit, but the right clicks from QO. Decrepify. QO can just wait it out. And now the dagger doesn't even need it. Double kill for him. And that is a nice turnaround for them. More kills all over the place. MP with another one onto Misery.
What a game, man. Tons of fighting, but clearly big advantage of going to Immortals. They're winning in kills. They're winning in gold. That's going to finish up his Mask of Madness now. He's ready to dive and fight.
Whew. He's going for it. Already Mask of Madness onto him. CCNC Remnants away. They don't have to catch for him, but they are going to be able to take down this tier 1 top. Meanwhile, Pycat still trying to find enough gold to get his Battle Fury. It's 12 minutes in. You've got to give him, cut him a little bit of slack. That's not the best of starts, but still, he will steadily get there. Do you think that's Optic's game plan here, Purge? Like, just wait, try and prolong the game out, don't lose too quickly, and let Pycat just get really farmed?
Yeah, ganks to buy Pycat time would be huge. Letting him get kills or big kill streaks on enemy heroes would help a lot as well. But that one's a little bit harder to control.
Yeah.
The tough thing is that CCNC basically has no items that really further him as a hero right now, just like defensive ones. He doesn't have Veil, so you can't enhance his ability to kill heroes, for example. I think that's really costly against heroes like Phantom Assassin. He would love to be able to kill her right now. She's very vulnerable to magical damage usually as well.
Ooh, he's a scaredy cat, but he's been caught out. They were waiting at that Remnant, MP and Dubu.
So cool.
Finding that kill. They do manage to take the tier 1 bottom, so Optic get a tower out of it, but anytime you lose your one of your carries, CCNC falling is not fantastic.
Yeah, really nicely organized there. They saw the Remnant, they go hide by it, and then they do a pretty serious looking gank against the Ember, guaranteeing his death. So, and they should... I don't think they'll take the tier 2 maybe. We'll see. It looks like Optic's thinking about rotating, but it's just too hard right now. There's 5 heroes, and they've been losing every fight. They're gold disadvantaged. They actually can't fight. It's going to be a slow tower, but it looks like they'll take it.
Yeah, they are struggling. I mean, if they wanted to engage, they still got to run into this Dream Coil. The creep wave is constantly being pushed out by MP. It's gone. Tier 2 finished up. Immortals are slamming this one home. It feels like 4k gold lead this early on. Cure is starting to snowball out of control. You know, he's working towards that Desolator now. Already got one piece of the puzzle almost. Daggers. He's just going to keep sending these out. Is there a worse feeling Just getting daggered and then one shot. I don't think there is. It hasn't happened yet, but I imagine it will at some point during this game.
No. That's a rare thing for PA, honestly. That happens in noob games most of the time.
Yeah, that's me. Straight up.
Like, maybe CM. CM is maybe the target, because he's getting pretty close to Deso. He's on a really good track this game. It's very rare that PAs will be top net worth of the game in a pro game. It's usually, like, they have to play this sort of, like, I have to get BKB early sort of role.
Oh,
they will catch
him.
Zai, though.
Yeah, Zai. Out of position. Level 9. Stuns comes out. Chains him up. He's gone. Now PVD is the next target. Rolling boulder forward. Courier
He completed his wand. This could make the difference.
4 charges on it. Will he get out? No. Not quite.
Not even close, yeah.
Wishful thinking. Meanwhile, bottom, Pycat, he's getting jumped upon. He's going to blink into the tree line and TP away. So, QO trying to get lucky with those crits. Not quite, but still a lot of damage. They might find Misery here. Silence onto him. Magnetize on top. They missed the rolling boulder. He juked it. Nice. Misery. Stuns down to the low ground. He's out. He's fine.
Looks like Dubu probably should have stunned right away. That would have been a for sure kill, but he's trying to play it out and buy as much disable time as possible. Sand King's fast, so with those little tranquil boots, so they'll just brute force down another tower, looks like.
Well, now we see Optic, they are going to be starting to make some movements. The smoke comes out, it's a 4-man rotation. Pycat still trying to farm up his next item. Doesn't have the Battle Fury just yet, he might be getting it delivered, but now the initiation comes in. They do get the Searing Chains onto QO, brings down to half HP, but he blinks onto Febby. Now, still going to be sending out that Chain Frost. It connects onto a lot of targets. Optic are going to be able to split up, but it's already done a lot of damage. Now Forward starting to make his moves into the map. Going to be starting to lead his way in. PPD eating the dagger. Forward into the back lines. Febby with the Frost Blast is enough damage to find that kill. Now Zai starts to life drain away onto Forev. Forces them back. But they do claim the tier 1. So, I mean, still 6k gold lead. 16 minutes in Purge. Immortals looking fine and dandy.
Yeah, they look really good right now. I mean, Optic just doesn't seem like they can deal with this. They're just getting too far behind. And consistently what happens in Immortals games is they just do really well on the laning stage. Almost always. I feel like they get a last hitting advantage very often. They do some weird stuff, and their early mid is going great. It didn't happen last game. I guess Optic kind of crushed them in the laning stage. Immortals is doing really good now. Very close to Deso. He's only about 400 gold away, and once he gets that, he's going to start slowly killing people. He won't need backup anymore, except for maybe for disables. So Optic's just kind of struggling across the map, trying to get anything they can. CC does finally finish his BOT, so this allows him to finally start split pushing well, and this kind of opens up their game a bit more. So if Immortals do try to just bully down a tier 2 or something, because they're not great at pushing right now, if they try to bully down a wave, then they'll probably pay more because of the Ember Spirit BOTs, but imagine how different it would have been if he had this earlier. Would have been harder to take towers.
Q's going to jump onto Pycat. Misery is there. They might want to try and rotate in here. TP comes out. There is a kill kicking off in the background as PVD will fall, but this top lane QO, he's in trouble. Searing Chains onto him. Tries to turn it with the dagger onto Pycat. Mana Void. He won't get the kill, but he does get a bit of gold to try and finish off his Battle Fury. He has it now. And meanwhile in the mid lane, we see Zai getting ran on. He's going to be eating a ton of damage here. MP moves in, but there's going to be that thunderclap from Forev that really just claims that kill.
Yeah, Forev zoning here. He's queued up a Radiance. Really good item if you can get it, but see if he commits to that over the course of the game. Good movement by Optic Gaming, though. Killing the PA there was pretty solid. I don't know if they baited that on purpose, but they clearly reacted really rapidly. Instant TP from Ember Spirit, and because PA had committed to that one, he was super dead.
Pinging out
He's got his Deso finished at least.
Yeah, I feel like as soon as QO comes up, they're going to be wanting to TP and take a few more objectives. Deso makes a few more, opens up a few more avenues. Roshan is still getting pinged out. QO really wants to get this done. And they definitely have the means to do it. It's damage, Ice Armor to slow down Roshan as well. This will be falling very quickly with the Mask of Madness and the rest of the team as soon as they start to group up around it. The tier 2 mid starts to get pressured, so it feels like Optic really don't know that this is going on.
Yeah, and they're not really sure how many people are there. For all they know, everybody's sitting behind the puck. Right now it's just Dubu on the Earth Spirit and the puck. That way, if he gets gone on, they can cover him with enough disables, but they can't really know for sure. They can't commit all to Roche. They can't commit to defending. Just a really tough place to be in for Optic Gaming right now. They might be able to figure it out now based on the way that Puck jumped in and escaped there, but it's too late at that point. Phantom Assassin's able to get the Aegis, and now the next tricky thing they try to do to kill him, it's not going to work out.
Well, CCNC remnants away into their own jungle. I don't know if they even recognize that he is there, but You should be fine. Febby actually ended up using his Chain Frost to clear out the creep wave bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when you're this far ahead, I guess any advantage, but they look like they're trying to set up a kill. Misery with the epicenter, runs it in. He's just waiting for the right opportunity. He sends out the stun at the last possible moment. Now he backs off, doesn't want to really just fully commit to that kill. While all this was going on, CCNC does get caught out of position. He had the Remnant in their jungle, the enemy's jungle, might I remind you, and fortunately paid the price.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe that Sand King was anticipating CC TPing in. Is maybe why he went for that. Was hoping that Ember Spirit would follow up. So otherwise, I think Misery could have figured out pretty easily that he didn't have enough damage.
Is he in trouble here? Silenced orb. Wow, he juked it the opposite direction. MP did not bet on the right horse there. So
That was not the first time he's done that. Sorry,
No.
man. He's got the juke mind games.
Zai
Good luck
is...
stunning that guy.
Yeah, Zai has always stood out to me as one of those players that he's on another level compared to a lot of players. He is really quite phenomenal. But we're going to see some assaulting now of this tier 3 tower. The Aegis is on QO, so we can afford to just tank up a bit of this damage. But now we're going to see an initiation. CCNC, however, will get counter-initiated on, but that Nether Ward is causing all sorts of disruption.
Wow.
QO, though, deleting CC from the map. Immediate buyback coming out from a double kill for QO as PPD gets obliterated from across the map once again. Misery, though, gets a nice 2-man stun off, but QO wants some more. They try to move on to him. He's still got the shrine available to him, and now they start to back off half HP on a lot of them. Another dagger sent out. They are going to have to really respect this for the time being. Backing away. Pycat is also doing the split push game to the best of his ability. He's really trying to buy as much time as he possibly can for his team, but Immortals, they do not want to give this one up. The Nether Ward is going to get focused down. No, Decrepify keeps it alive. And this is a real problem for them. It's actually causing a massive amount of damage in these team fights, but they don't really have the finishing potential to capitalize off it, the amount of damage it's doing.
That wasn't bad at all for Optic. The whole buyback from Ember Spear, not a great thing, but they do a lot of damage to the tier 2 on the top lane there with Anti-Mage. That was pretty good. But the big threat now is that CC's going to have a long road ahead of him to actually accelerate and become a regular core. Like, his farm levels are pretty equivalent to Sand King right now, just because of the amount of times he's been caught.
They are
costly
looking for that kill, aren't they? Smoke Gank
It's
in
the one
process.
hero
They
they don't
see
want.
QO. I mean, they're starting to rotate all around the place.
They don't have a ward either.
Back off. Yeah.
If they don't observe ward, I think they might hang out and look for a kill. But if it's nighttime and you're smoking in enemy territory, it's so dangerous to try to catch somebody else because they're gonna have equal reaction time to you if you don't have a ward. So they have to back. Really unfortunate. They're hoping somebody else would be bottom, but if it's PA, you just can't take that fight because you're probably gonna kill him. But then his Aegis respawns, and then the rest of the team catches you.
Really troubling. Pycat is still trying to farm as fast as he possibly can. He's, I believe, getting his Yasha delivered to him, so he is eventually finding his farm, but I think Optic are really just trying to buy as much time as possible for him to come online so they can start taking these team fights 5v5. MP
Not
is
sure if they're gonna have enough time.
super deep. Is he going to get that courier snipe? 1 hit, 2 hit? There you have it. Nice chunk of gold going to Immortals again.
Initiating on Pugna mid. Looks like Brewmaster goes in.
Nice little kill there. They do manage to find it with just the 2 of them. They get a bottom tier 2 as well. Realistically now, Immortals are really slamming it home. MP lays down a Dream Core just to try and bring down PPD. PPD so weak. Tries to go for the TP. Juke around the corner. MP! Oh! PPD almost got that one, but...
Try.
Yeah, nice attempt. Not quite enough, though. And with those 2 picks, no buybacks on them. Q is happy to pop off the Mask of Madness. Plenty of armor to mitigate it, and there will be a tier 3 tower going, and now they can focus their attention on these racks. And, you know, Pycat, as much as he's pushing in these lanes, you know, Immortals are happily going to be able to take this one up. They just go for the melee. Now they're going to start to rotate, go for another tier 3. PPD, however, is going to be up. But still, they're happy to take this fight because Pycat is not around. That's what they know, taking this fight 4v5.
Oh, they lost another ward too. He used Decrypt too early. In other words, down for 20 seconds. This should give Immortals enough time to hit the building, but they're in the bad place for AM. AM is basically forced to fight here, but he doesn't quite have Manta. He still needs 600 gold. So they got to delay this until he gets Manta, and then they can take a fight.
Well, they're going to try and initiate anyway. Optica hoping for an opportunity. Chain Frost comes out. Febby on a dominating spree has brought down Zai. Meanwhile, he's going to be dragging a few members of Optic back while the Magnetize does its work. I'm going to see the Aegis is popped off as a very differential fight right now, but QO, he jumps into the back. The dagger absolutely explodes PPD. We see a double kill for him, and now the BKB is active. 3 down, a triple kill. Is this where you call it? You've lost so many players at this point. I mean, they don't want to do it. Optic obviously want to be dragging us out as far as they possibly can, but this is going to be 2 lanes of rack quite easily.
Yeah, 24 minutes. This is a huge negative, especially with an anti-mage. You want this game to go even for a lot longer so that he has time to get solo pickoffs and a fast Manta style, but this is just, it's not over yet. This isn't going to end anytime soon. Febi's messing around here.
He's got a Mask of Madness again. This guy.
He did it last game, right? He's just prepping for his level 20, that's all.
Of course, to Crepify. He should fall here. Indeed, he does to the Nova Blast, but Zion's at paying of his life. Do they have anything to cancel up this TP from PBT? It's the shortest teleport I think I've ever seen, but it gets him to safety at least, and now they're just going to start to work down on this tier 3 tower. No, they intend to just TP away. They're actually playing it quite slow. Don't want to risk too much. Pycat bought a little bit of time. He pushed in the lane a decent degree, but no, they call it. PBD realizes, you know, I think I remember a quote from him, you know, the one thing he hates is teams that don't call it when it's over, and he realizes, you know, 17k gold lead, 24 minutes into the game. Immortal's going to be taking 1 game over them, and they are 1 step closer to running away with that qualification spot.